leave it to Kanye West to pull one predictable after another. The controversial rapper just got remarried. Although Camp Kardashian is trying to keep mums, I don't think they'll be quiet for too long. Here's what Kim K and the Kardashians really think about Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori. Yes, I'm just as shocked as you are. And after all the stunts he pulled to get Kim back, which he failed to do by the way, it looks like Ye has moved on, and it's with Bianca Censori, an American entrepreneur and architect. The news of his marriage first broke out last January 13th. Everyone was taken aback when it was revealed that just a few weeks ago, the rapper wed the 27-year-old Australian designer in a private ceremony, before taking her on a honeymoon to Utah's five-star Amangiri resort. Of course, TMZ was the first on the scene, and in their pictures, Ye is seen sporting a gold band on his left ring finger. They saw him wearing the band twice. The first is when he arrived at the opulent retreat and again on Monday, January 9th, 2023, while having lunch with his sweetheart at the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, obviously. What are you talking about? Of course, Dad. That good idea. Thanks a lot.
Following news of Ye's marriage, certain reports are claiming to know how the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star is feeling. At least, that's what Page 6 reported. The publication claims that Kim didn't like Bianca, as per shared by one insider.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty.
One other source even said that Kim hates her, Bianca. Oof. But it seems like we could trust this insider, since another source told another publication, this time Hollywood Life, that Kim does not care. And here's the tea. According to the same insider, Ye didn't even bother telling Kim that he's getting married, so she doesn't even know if his marriage to Bianca is legal or not. What Kim heard is that it was only a ceremony, with no signing of papers and whatnot. But either way, Kim doesn't and didn't want to give it as long as he's doing his daddy duties right and owns up to the kids.
Definitely protected him. And I still will. In the eyes of my kids.
Then Kim doesn't care what he does or doesn't do in his private life. So yeah, there's definitely no looking back as Mrs. West. She's maintaining her Kardashian name this time.
So, when I divorced him, you have to know it came down to just one thing. His personality.
Knowing Kanye West, we all saw him pull his fair share of outrageous public antics.
Anybody that's going through a separation and people intentionally do things to be mean and hurt you.
But he's also been observed engaging in more private actions behind closed doors. But this is one thing we never expected him to do. Still, it comes as no surprise to learn that he and Bianca chose a private location for their wedding ceremony. You know, keeping it low-key.
Couldn't say it out loud or my career would be over, I'd get kicked out the Black community.
Bianca Censori's family is actually glad to have the celebrity as a member of their clan, despite claims that they were left in the dark. Even after the ceremony, they requested that everyone respect Ye and Bianca's privacy.
But it shows you that people could want something and there's no one around standing up and saying, this is how you get it.
And for those who aren't engrossed in the Kim-Ye drama, or just the Kardashians in general, Bianca's been around Ye since 2020. The esteemed architect started working on Yeezy in the said year, so that means there's a chance that Bianca and Kim have met more than a couple of times years before.
Giving him like really good financial advice on saving.
You give me some advice, but I don't listen to it.
And can I just say that Ye seems to have won the lottery with her. She's the head of architecture, and your girl's also got an MA in architecture from Melbourne University. So Kim hates Bianca? I, for one, don't know for sure, since Kim Ye and Bianca have yet to address these rumors themselves. And we still don't have any credible source from how Kim really feels about her ex-husband's new wife.
Failure, that it's like a third marriage. Yeah, I feel like a loser.
But from what I think, it'll be amusing to see how their families will interact. Like, come on, Kim and Ye have 4 children together, and they were married for 7 years, with their divorce finalized before 2022 ended. What I do know for sure is that they'll capitalize on this as much as they can.
And I know that Kanye just wants to really make this experience so powerful. And
so what's to know about Bianca Censori, apart from being a chic and classy architect? There's not a lot of info to go on with Bianca Censori, but what we do know is that she was born and raised in a small town in Italy with a passion for modeling and acting. It didn't take long for her to pursue these two passions, which made her leave Italy and relocate to the US to study acting and pursue a modeling career. But other than that, this 28-year-old seems to hustle pretty hard. Can you believe that after graduating from high school, Bianca founded a jewelry company called Nylons before enrolling in the University of Melbourne's architecture program? That she did, and it's actually actually her friend who started the company. So what they did is they created Swarovski crystal chokers and bracelets for themselves and their other friends. And that's when it hit them. They could actually open a store with this. Following her graduation from college, Bianca spent a year as a design consultant before working as a student architect for 3 years. Then, between 2019 and 2020, she finished her master's in Australia before relocating to LA and landing a position at Yeezy. See, she's a businesswoman through and through.
It was wild that I didn't know how close my own wife was.
Oh, and yes, Bianca seems to have taken control over not only her husband's life, but his businesses as well.
Utilizing what we built together to try to use her as an influence.
This one you'd probably never believe, but apparently, Ye's new wife runs the show. You heard that one right. Sources say that she's the one responsible for making business decisions. Heck, she's even got control over the rapper's daily schedule.
It's just I really value his opinion. I think that there's no one more creative in my eyes.
One source told The Sun that Bianca and Ye's relationship developed pretty fast around mid-November last year, and that their relationship was deeper than surface level. So far, married life's going well for the two. And yes, she runs the show. According to the cited source, Bianca and Ye had known one another for roughly 3 years. She manages Ye's daily logistics though, which is amazing and impressive. Imagine attending construction meetings at the new Yeezy headquarters / Donda Academy in the morning, while also overseeing the management of Yeezy clothes. What's more, she takes all his calls and all business affairs go through her. I think it's a bit too much if your wife takes all your calls, but it seems to be working out well so far, at least according to the source.
I wouldn't have the time to sit and do anything, like that now.
So here's to happily ever after for the two. Only there's a bit of a small bump along the way. According to other recent rumors, Kanye West could not be allowed to travel to Australia to see his in-laws because of his history of divisive comments.
I think he wanted me to suffer more and wanted people to see my suffering.
But on the other hand, his kids seem to be getting along well with Bianca, and it looks like he's starting to blend his family with its newest member. It's reasonable to suppose that many people will be following this marriage closely to see if or how Kim Kardashian officially responds to it. As for Ye, well, it seems Adidas dropping him from their label is one costly move. Due to the inability to sell the designer's Yeezy clothes and shoes, the firm issued a warning on Thursday, February 9th, that it expects to lose $1.3 billion in revenue this year. A pretty steep price to pay for cutting him off, don't you think? And he's the problematic one to begin with. If the firm can't repurpose any of the remaining Ye apparel, Adidas said that could cost the company $534 million in operating profit this year. So good luck to Adidas with that.
I put in the termination notice to Adidas originally a couple months back is they were trying to steal my company from me.
This has been today's video of what Kim K and the Kardashians think about Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori.
When we walked outside in the snow, they were very fearful in terms of the steps that they would take.